Greetings, people of the interwebs. Jake here, and some recent rumblings have been going on at Fox Studios about the X-Men franchise and where it's going to go in the future. Now, nothing has been confirmed, but rumors going around the interwebs and the grapevine, so to speak, is that right now Fox are kind of considering a reconfiguring. I don't think they want to say complete reboot, but they're kind of thinking about what to do with the X-Men franchise because of how kind of critically panned X-Men Apocalypse was, and it kind of underperformed compared to some of the other X-Men movies in the franchise, and a lot of other variables such as Hugh Jackman, being done as Wolverine after Logan next year. And there's just a lot of things going on right now that I think Fox are kind of just trying to figure out what to do. Because here's the thing. Even if they continue with the current timeline, if you want to call it that, even though their timeline is, well, we all know the timeline of the X-Men movies is far from consistent. But the Apocalypse timeline, let's say they continue from there. That's fine. However, the issue comes up is a lot of the main actors, such as James McAvoy, who played Xavier, Michael Fassbender, who played Magneto, Jennifer Lawrence, who played Mystique, Nicholas Hoult, who played Beast. A lot of those actors, their contracts are pretty much run up. And so it comes to the decision of, because more than likely, if they do sign back on to do, let's say, 2-3 more movies within the X-Men franchise, they're going to be wanting a significant pay raise. And I imagine they already got paid a pretty decent amount in Apocalypse and probably the last couple X-Men movies as well. But Jennifer Lawrence, I don't think is coming back. I think she's pretty much done with the X-Men franchise. She's a little too big for the movies. And I think it kind of showed in Apocalypse. It seemed like she was kind of phoning it in my personal opinion. Feel free to disagree. But even some of the other actors felt like they just weren't giving it their all. Now, that could easily change. It could have just been due to bad writing, because I think a lot of X-Men Apocalypse's problem was bad writing. So maybe it was one of those cases where the actors were doing the best they could with the material they had, which sadly was not much. And maybe they are eager to do more X-Men movies and do a better job, which would be great, because again, that's one thing that I loved about this new X-Men, from First Class on, is some of the casting decisions, especially James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender, who just kill it as Professor Xavier and Magneto, and the chemistry that those two have together on screen and even off screen, it's very believable, and that's what you want in those two characters. However, if they do not sign on, then that would mean that Fox will have to once again recast actors to play such iconic characters and roles such as Professor Xavier, Magneto. Mystique will be actually easier to cast, or recast, just because, she's a shapeshifter, so that's actually not a huge problem. Now, there'll still be people who are bummed that Jennifer Lawrence wouldn't return, sure, but Mystique is easy to recast, let's be honest, just in terms of, because she's a shapeshifter, that's easy. However, it's going to be tough to it was already hard enough to recast Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart as Xavier and Magneto, but they did a great job in First Class, and continued on with the other two movies. But that's going to be hard to kind of recapture that magic again if they recast them. So that's kind of one of the issues with the X-Men franchise right now, is what to do. Continue on from Apocalypse, or try to... So I think they're going to try really hard not to completely reboot it, because they, in a way, kind of did a soft reboot with First Class and Days of Future Past by kind of wiping the slate clean. And it sort of worked, but also still left a lot of inconsistencies and issues within the timeline. But, again, Fox clearly don't care. about their timeline. So in a way, a complete full reboot would actually do them a lot of good, just in terms of continuity. But again, then there's the issue of recasting. However, recasting could also be a benefit just because they would get, all these new actors, fresh faces for cheap, and they could probably sign on a lot of new actors on for, probably 3 to 5 movies easy. Whereas imagine, again, some of the current actors, it's probably going to be hard to sign them on to one movie, let alone 2, 3, however many more. So it's one of those things where there are a lot of benefits, but then there's also a lot of cons as well to whatever Fox end up doing. But also, again, if they continue their franchise after Apocalypse with the same cast, there's just a lot of people, myself included, as I'm sure you all have concluded, who did not care for Apocalypse that much. And the thought of another X-Men movie, it's kind of like, yeah, I'll go see it, but my expectations are basically going to be rock bottom. Unless they bring back Matthew Vaughn, then I would be super pumped, because I love Matthew Vaughn. He's done no wrong, and First Class is my favorite X-Men movie, and I think it's the best of the X-Men movies. Maybe an unpopular opinion, deal with it. So that's another thing, is they need a new director, whoever that may be, because Bryan Singer isn't going to cut it anymore. He just can't. That's regardless of what you think about him as a director or the quality of the X-Men movies. In order to continue with the franchise and continue kind of keeping it fresh, you got to bring in new directors. That's why Marvel have been doing so well. They bring in new directors in almost every movie. There are obviously exceptions, but for the most part, they bring in all these fresh new directors, and they've been killing it. So if Fox want to continue with their X-Men franchise in whatever shape or form, whether it be a complete reboot, reworking, whatever they want to refer to it as, they got to bring in some new people, whether it be new writers, directors, producers, what have you. They got to do something. And they're on a bit of a time frame here, because if they don't make a new movie soon, then the rights automatically revert back to Marvel. However, I believe they have a bit of an advantage, because they're still, as far as I know, they're still planning on doing an X-Force movie, which I'm all for. And they also, I believe, are still wanting to do a New Mutants movie. That's fine, however, I feel like New Mutants would still feel almost exactly like First Class or even Apocalypse did, with these New Mutants, more or less, or at least in terms of, these fresh new faces. So, again, New Mutants could work, and it's not a bad idea to just kind of spin it off, but you also still need Professor Xavier. And whether James McAvoy will come back or not, who knows? Whereas X-Force, I don't think as far as I know, you don't need any of the other main X-Men characters. Even though I know some of them have been a part of the X-Force, like Wolverine, I think you could replace him with another character, and it wouldn't be that detrimental to the movie. So I think that's where they have a bit of an advantage. So that way they can, as far as I'm aware, with the whole movie rights deal, is even if Fox don't do direct X-Men movies, like say Apocalypse or First Class or anything like that, I think as long as they're still using the X-Men characters and IP, then they don't have to worry about the rights reverting back to Marvel. So they could do an X-Force movie and they're still fine, or New Mutants. Not 100% sure with Deadpool. They just completely relied on Deadpool. Not 100% sure on that, but that's obviously what they're going to be focusing on a whole lot, as well as the Deadpool sequels, because my god, the fact that it was on a budget of $60 million and made $780 million is astonishing. No one could have anticipated that. So, and I think that's good that they want to focus a bit on Deadpool, because that's a moneymaker, and especially since they lost their director, and I think they lost a producer, maybe? They lost someone else. Not that I think it will be that detrimental to the continuation of the franchise, but even still. Fox need to do something. So, here's something I'm going to propose. I'm not saying I particularly agree with it, but just something that they could do that could, I don't know, work is almost like for the X-Men movies, like their main X-Men movies, like, you know, with Xavier and, you know, the main team. What they could do is almost do like how James Bond does it. After every few films, recast them without really changing the continuity. That would get confusing, just because, you know, say every 3-4 movies, you're changing out the cast. However, I feel like that's kind of the only way they can go about continuing this X-Men franchise without just doing straight reboots at every, like, you know, 5-10 years. So, it's not the greatest idea, but it's plausible. So that way they could more or less keep the continuity, but just recast every so often, so that way you keep it fresh, and, you know, it's something. It's not great, but, you know, again, Fox are not in the best position right now, in my opinion, just because, again, their movies haven't been, I mean, pretty much all their movies, honestly, have been very, very hit or miss. So they need to get something going, and they need to, like, just fully commit to it. Whether it's fully committing to just continuing the X-Men franchise where it is now, with the Apocalypse timeline, or just a complete reboot, wiping the slate clean. They just need to fully commit to something. And hopefully do a better job than Apocalypse. So I cannot stress that movie was just so bland. It was not awful, but it was just very bland. Very, very bland and generic. But I'll leave it at that. So, I don't know, that's just kind of my thoughts on this whole possible, you know, these rumors, which again, they're rumors, so take them with a grain of salt. But let me know what you all think in the comment section on what Fox should do with their franchise, if anything. That wraps up this video. Hopefully you all have enjoyed, and if you have, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, you know, share with your friends, all that stuff really helps us out here at the channel. Lets us know that we're entertaining you all. Or if you didn't like the video, you know, just shout at me in the comment section too. That's fine. Your anger completes me. But if you all want to follow us on Twitter, follow us at PastyPalePro to get news and updates and stuff like that going on what's going on with the channel and upcoming projects we have going, or like us on Facebook at PastyPale Productions. Same stuff, just news updates on what's going on with the channel and upcoming things that we're working on. Or you can follow me at my own personal Twitter page at IrishmanJake. So feel free to tweet me your thoughts on just things in general, whether it be regarding this video, your thoughts on that, or just, you know, I don't know, we can talk about the weather, or whatever's going on in your life. I don't know, whatever it is you people do. But thanks again for checking this video out, and until next time everyone, cheers.